expatiating and explaining what that should be, especially when it comes to feminism, because a lot of people believe sometimes the people that even got the feminism wrong, they tend to want to even dress like a tomboy, and they tell you it's even decent, so it's fine. But the body goal, the body positivity, I feel like is not there because you're dressing like a man. But it's good you clarified that one. So the next question I would love to ask is, of course, we know what decent dressing is. Certainly, there are some persons that still do not understand what a decent dressing is. They will tell you so far the private parts are not showing, are not exposing, then they feel they are decent enough. So my question is, if we are to define decent dressing, like you said, in the fashion world, there are different ways to be decent, but the real decency is by covering up. So what way do you think, what are the most common misconceptions? Now, why I'm saying this is because what I find decent to another person might be indecent. Now, what somebody else is calling it decent might be decent to me. So what are the common misconceptions about decent dressing for women? What are the most common misconceptions about the decent dressing that you think people get it wrong, but actually calling that dressing decent is actually indecent? You know, you're a fashion person in the industry, so definitely you have vast knowledge about that.
All right, so I'm going to just say this one in a very simple way. Being decently dressed, it goes along, it goes to what you're putting on, not just what you're putting on. It goes to your hair, it goes to your accessories that you're putting on also, it goes to your shoes. So, and being decently dressed, the moment you are well covered up, your hair, your face, your lashes, because you have some lashes that are like that of umbrella, as in that is so big, and I don't know what to call it. Okay, so when you see people dressing that way, you know, even if their body is well covered, you know that's not decent. Your nails, you have some people that will want to put on a very large color. You have purple colors, like what have you, that you green, and no matter what, how well you dress, the moment you put that on your nails, on your fingers, it makes it indecent. Okay, and I want to even say that at times the way we dress, when we see, is with time and faith. At times, some things might trend in our body. At times, we might just feel this is what is trending now, and we might not just feel like it. I have a daughter that when she became at that adolescent stage, and I was like, oh, the only daughter I have, and I was now all this turkey gown, and I will tell her she has a very sweet body, and I will just tell her put on this gown, and I will buy, and anything I see, because I see my body when I was her age in our body structure, so I'll just give her a gown, and I'll buy a cover shoe and all. Okay, and I never knew all those things were just affecting her because she was not able to express herself. And one day she told me, "Mommy, can you get me a trouser?" I was like, "Oh no, why would you want a baggy trouser?" I said, "I like it. It makes me comfortable." I said, that comfortability is, you are not comfortable. That's street wear. You want to start dressing street, this and that. He said, just get me one. And there was a day I bought one for her, and the way she was carrying herself, I love it. The grace she was carrying herself. Then I started educating her what decent dressing is. The feminine, when you are a female, this is how you carry your body, and those are the things that goes with it. What are those things that grace you? A girl cannot put on a male dressing. What's the origin of a baggy trouser? I have to start educating her on that. So it goes a long way.
Thank you very much for even sharing that story. It's very important. You know, like you said, if she didn't come out right to say that, you probably would have possibly maybe killed her desire to express herself through her fashion, or maybe she might even, because she's not comfortable what she wears, she might even be a bit shy or timid or just easily withdrawn from people because she's not really expressing herself. And trust me, most of the times it could even push such child that when they get into university, they now pick up anything, because at that point they're not free, so they want to express themselves. So that is where you now see them, they'll not dress out of point, and you'll be like, but this person gave mama. Do you understand? So yes, it's good to be able to, you know, manage that situation, and that goes out there to every other parent, that sometimes allow your child to express themselves, but does not mean you won't still guide them just the way you did. You guided that, okay, like some people want to sag, and you know, fathers will take their time to tell their sons, do you know how sagging started? You know, when they have the idea, at a point, even if they're enjoying it, one day they will stop, because they'll be like, okay, I think I've passed that stage. That was when I wanted to, and they like to. People are way older and they still sag, and I'll be like, for what? We have belts, like even cheaper belts, but that's for men. So we're talking about women. So that's an amazing one you did. And in fact, to say the least, growing up as a I was somebody that always liked to try new things. You know, I've always loved the Cinderella dress, and my dress has to be pink. I don't care the kind of pink. Fuchsia pink, baby pink, any pink. Just give me a Cinderella dress, and it just has to be a ball dress. If you give me a straight cut dress or one skirt, my darling, I will not, even if it's church and they are sharing rice, because I love rice, I'm not going to go to that church. It just has to be a ball dress. So they understood that this is what I love. It got to a point, secondary school, and you see people are dressing, you know, and you're wearing a ball dress. Like, only me, myself, talk to myself and said, okay, no more ball dress, no more pink dress, you know, you have to grow with the trend. So yes, I totally understand. Sometimes when your parent leaves you to do what you want to do, you for yourself are like, okay, I think I want to change. So that's an amazing one. Yes, we still have Juliana with us, but want to take another tip, and what that tip will have about 1 or 2 questions for her to answer based on women and of course decent dressing that we have now. What is the sense behind this decent dressing? We'll get to know more after this tip. So we're going to take a break, and after the breakout we'll be taking another tip, and that tip is all about fashion, how to keep it in the fashion trend, how to go with the fashion trend, maintain the fashion trend without, you know, blowing up your account, but still being very affordable and looking beautiful. Let's quickly take this tape. We'll be right back. Stay with us. Tips to maintain fashion trend. 1. The first step to keeping up with fashion trends and still maintaining your individual style is to know your style. What are the colors, patterns, fabrics, and shapes that suit you best? The second step to keep up with fashion trends and still maintaining your individual style is to follow your inspiration. Where do you get your fashion inspiration from? Is it from magazines, blogs, social media, celebrities, influencers, friends or family? Or is it from art, music, culture, history or nature? Whatever your sources are, follow them and observe how they incorporate latest trends into outfits. The third step to keep up with fashion trends and still maintaining your individual style is to experience and mix. Don't be afraid to try new things and experience with different combinations of trends and classics, colors and textures, prints and solids, and accessories and layers. You can also mix different styles such as casual and formal, vintage and modern, or edgy and feminine to create a unique and versatile look. The fourth step to keeping up with fashion trends and still maintaining your individual style is to choose quality over quantity. Instead of buying every trendy item that catches your eye, invest in a few high-quality pieces that will last longer and fit better. Quality pieces will also help you create a more polished and sophisticated look, as well as reduce your environmental impact and save you money in the long run. The fifth step to keep up with fashion trends and still maintaining your individual style is to be yourself. Don't let the trends dictate your style or make you feel pressured to conform or impress others. Remember that fashion is a form of self expression, not a competition or a rule book. Wear what makes you happy, what reflects your mood, and what suits your personality. Be yourself and let your style speak for you. The sixth and the final step to keeping up with fashion trends and still maintaining your individual style is to have fun. Fashion is supposed to be fun, not stressful or boring. Enjoy the process of exploring, experimenting, and expressing yourself through fashion. Have fun with colors, patterns, accessories, and details. Have fun with changing your look, mood, and attitude. Have fun discovering new trends, styles, and inspirations. Have fun with fashion and let it bring you joy and confidence. Thank you for listening. All right, welcome back. You're still watching Women's Corner, and of course, we are discussing women and decent dress sense. Of course, we're having that with Juliana Olorunshogo, who is an expert on guidance and counseling. Also, she is a fashion designer, and she's an emotional intelligence coach. Also, the CEO of Gahoboth, which is the fashion house. Can we have Juliana on the screen, please? All right, it's good to have you again, Juliana. So I'm just going to go straight. I'm just going to ask the two questions at once because of our time. Wow. Now, in what way do you think women can actually advocate for a good dress sense, a decent dress sense for women, young ladies and girls, even growing up as a child till now? Because trust me, I've seen children, you know, in as much as we say they are children, I've seen children who I feel they are indecently dressed. Do you understand? I don't know how that comes out, but I feel like when I see a child, I'll be like, why are you allowing this child to go through this stress of, you know, dressing this way? Sometimes I feel like the child should be very, very comfortable, especially a girl child. And of course, it's part of beautifying the child and making the child look beautiful. But I still feel like sometimes it's even from being a child, those children get used to such dressing that when they grow up, they don't even see anything wrong with it. So they want to even do more. Do you understand? So how do you think we can advocate for a true good sense of dressing, which is the decent dress, and that everybody can get it and probably start acting decent and dressing decent more?
Okay. I think for us as women, the first thing first is that a decent dressing is a clothing that is comfortable. Okay. From looking at the children, their mood and all. Just like I could relate with the story you shared about you liking ball gown. At times we have children that are very, very fashion conscious. My daughter, when she was growing up, I was noticing that whenever there's a new clothing that I put on her, when we come back from church, there is a major place that we all attend because, you know, during the week it's uniforms and then house play clothes. But when it's Sunday that we go to church, at times she gets moody. When you ask her, what's wrong? Why are you not happy? She was like, Mommy, my gown. What about it? Then she's going to tell you, because nobody said wow to me today. It means my gown or my dress is not beautiful. And at times, all these children, you know, they've watched a lot of cartoons, they've seen a lot of Cinderellas, and they just want to be like them. They know what beautiful is. They will know what a lovely dress is. So they want that person. Every little, there's a little mermaid in every of these children, and we just need to let these people come out and express themselves. And from that moment, I started taking into cognizance what she wears and how she wears it. Now she designs her own clothing herself. She will sketch what she wants. At times she can as well. She can go as far as at times she cut the clothes and make it, even with all my machines are industrial machines. At times without light, this girl will be turning the knob of the machine just to fit in what she wanted and how she wanted. There's some styles that are crazy, that are out of this world, that you just see her, I said, wow, but it's coming out beautiful. I think for these children, especially those that are being graced, okay, to watch cartoons, I think the cartoons has gone a long way to help them. We should give them opportunity to express themselves, and those are the things we should have in our schools. We should it's not just book 1, 2, 3 and all that they read. They should be able to bring out the creativity of a girl child. Let them be able to paint, let them be able to design, especially starting from what they wear. I think that can go a long way.
Okay, thank you very, very much. Hopefully our parents, the children, the young ones are listening to this, of course, so that when you start, you give birth, you can start now to actually correct the norm and change it to, you know, what we believe should be decent. And of course, like we say, decent is when you're comfortable, and trust me, you can't be comfortable when you cannot move around. You can't, you know, when you hear it, I'm not saying you're going to be in a very dangerous area. When you hear a gunshot, something that you can run with, something that you're comfortable in, that even if you're caught unaware someplace, somewhere, you can always still come out of and sound well, and they will not look at you as somebody, you know, something else or doing something else. Do you understand? I don't know how to put that. I'm just trying to.
And a place where you are in a party, you can eat and let your food get into the stomach, not the one that will tighten your intestine.
Yeah, when I was tighten your, sometimes I even see some ladies. Yeah, it's a good thing because they want to look up prim proper, where they wear. And sometimes I'll be like, oh my darling, I do not know, but I'm just one of those persons that just love the body. So if you think, I always say something, for people that have tummy or you're very big, see, you're just have tummy, you did not kill anybody. And trust me, someone who is big and they're expecting you not to have tummy, or not expecting you not to have stretch mark, I do not know, is that person born of a mother or of a woman? Because trust me, it's almost impossible, except you are not. I've even seen slim people that have this stretch mark, have this big tummy. It's not just even about being big. But anyway, we're not talking about that. That's just being positive about your body. We've come to the end of the program. Thank you so much, Juliana Olorunshogo, for being part of the show. And of course, this fashion to the extent where we want the young girls and mothers to know what is decent and what isn't decent for our girls, and of course for the ladies, and of course for the women. Thank you so much for joining the program. I hope you enjoyed yourself.
Thank you for having me. It's always a pleasure.
All right, thank you so much. Well, and that's it from Juliana Olorunshogo. It's been an amazing one. I love the fact where I had to share my own experience. She shared her experience as a mother, and of course using one or two things as an experience for people, because she has been in the industry for years and she is a fashion person. So yes, we need to know what is decent so we can still keep our community, society, and even Nigeria and everywhere we go at large decent and still sane. Because trust me, if we can do decent things and understand the value behind decency, we remain sane for as long as we live. Anyways, we've come to the end of the program. I hope you got one or two things from what we said today. If you missed it, just go to our YouTube channel at Galaxy TV News and watch the program right there. And yeah, we'll be having news on the end. That will be having the buzz, where we'll still be talking about the state and affairs of the country. And trust me, you want to watch that, because we are here to support you. We are talking to the government so the government can listen to Nigerians and it can be better for us. So you'll see you pretty soon, of course, on the buzz. My name is Rose Blossom. Until then, do have a fabulous day. See you soon. Bye for now.